Hello everyone. So welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we're going to start with a new topic, that is Legendre symbol and Jacobi symbol. So before start with the topic, let's see where we are exactly now. Since already we know that model arithmetic chapter are categorized into the four exercises. This is exercise number 1 and this is 2, 3 and 4, right? And already we have completed exercise 1, 2 and 3 and we have started with exercise number 4. In exercise number 4, we have completed prime number generation, prime factor and quadratic residue. So now see the last part of model arithmetic chapter, that is Legendre symbol and Jacobi symbol. But make sure that Legendre symbol is a different topic, Jacobi symbol is a different topic. So in this lecture, we are going to cover all the theoretical background related to the Legendre symbol, and then after completion of theoretical background, we will see the mathematical implementation of Legendre symbol in the next lecture only. And then after completion of the next lecture, we are going to start with the Jacobi symbol, right? So this is how the chapter are categorized. So now we'll see the Legendre symbol theoretical background. Here we'll start the definition first. Our definition says that let a is an integer and p is an odd prime number with GCD of a comma p is equal to 1. GCD of a comma p equal to 1, it means that where a and p is a basically co-prime number or they are relatively prime. But then the Legendre symbol a and p will be defined by this is symbol of this entire thing is called Legendre symbol, and Legendre symbol are always denoted by a division sign inside the bracket, right? This entire thing is called Legendre symbol a and p. All the things are very clear to you now. This entire thing is called Legendre symbol a and p, and Legendre symbol a and p is equal to 1, -1 or 0. It can have any one of three value, right? Either it can have the value 1, it can have the value -1, it can have the value 0. It will have the value 1 if a is a quadratic residue of p. I hope you have the idea about the quadratic residue, and already we have covered in my last lecture. And -1, the Legendre symbol a and p will be the -1 if a is a non-quadratic residue of p, and it will have the value 0 if a is congruent to 0 mod of p. The definition is very simple. Again I am repeating. The definition says that Legendre symbol a and p can have the any three value +1, -1 and 0. It will have the value +1 if a is a quadratic residue of p. It will have the value -1 if a is a non-quadratic residue of p, and it will have the value 0 if a is congruent to 0 mod of p. Right? In general, you can say Legendre symbol will have only three value, either +1 or -1 or 0, and it is a number theoretic function, right? So this is all about the definition of Legendre symbol. Now after that we'll see how the Legendre symbol is to be calculated, right? Euler has given the one formula, and with that formula you can calculate the Legendre symbol, and the formula is Legendre symbol of a and p is congruent to a power of p minus 1 divided by 2 into mod of p. This is one of the shortcut method to calculate the Legendre symbol value, or if you don't want to use this formula, then it will also going to work. So in that particular case, what you will have to do, you will have to apply the formula for, as I had explained in my previous lecture, how to calculate quadratic residue, right? So again, this is suggestion for you from my side. If you want to calculate the Legendre symbol, so instead of checking for the quadratic residue, it's better you can use the formula Legendre symbol a and p is congruent to a power of p minus 1 divided by 2 mod of p, right? So this is a formula, and with the help of that formula you can calculate Legendre symbol values, right? And the result will be either +1, -1 or 0 will be there, right? Now see the properties of Legendre symbol, and with the help of that property we can speed up the speed of our problem. The first property says that if a is congruent to b mod of p, then you can write Legendre symbol of a and p is equal to Legendre symbol of b and p, right? So this is the first property. Second property says that if you want to evaluate Legendre symbol AB and P, right? So you can split AB into two parts. The first part will be Legendre symbol of A and B, P, and the second part will be the Legendre symbol of B and P, and whatever result will come from A and P and B and P, you can multiply the result, right? So this is second property. Third property says that if you want to calculate A square Legendre symbol of a square and p, then directly you can put the answer 1. No need to calculate anything, right? So this is the one of the shortcut method to calculate a square Legendre symbol of a square and a p, right? And so this is the end of this lecture, and from the next lecture we will going to see the mathematical implementation, and over there we will going to apply the properties of Legendre symbol as well as formula of Legendre symbol, right? So this is the end of this lecture. Thank you.